especially after the first period.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. I didn't think we were, sharp from a lot of aspects. I think, our D-course started to struggle once we lost Bagnell. After the first period, you get down to 5, so a lot of minutes on guys. I didn't think we were sharp after that.
How much, was a lot of it attributed to that, do you think? It just changes the way a lot of your D-zone is played.
Yeah, I thought that had a part of it. There were a couple of things that had a big part of it. I thought we did a good job of ending plays before that, and after that it was, you could tell guys were getting tired as the game went on, and then, we had an extended D-zone shift where they ended up scoring on, and you could see after they scored that goal that, we were pretty fragile there. Started playing a little bit more tentative and kind of got away from what was making us successful. So, and then, again, a game like that, your power play's got to generate some stuff for you. I thought Luke had a great look there in the third period where I think he hit off the goaltender shaft or hit off his knob. And, when you're going good, those go in the back of the net. When you're not, they go off the shaft and out of play. So, we just got to continue to keep working to get out of it.
How many chances did Delpy have that could have hit the net?
Yeah, well, that was, we probably would have had 10 more shots on goal if he had hit the net on half of them, which is good because he's getting chances, which he hadn't been the few games before that, so that was encouraging. I think he's a guy that's going to start contributing here, and he had good jumps, but I thought that line had pretty good chemistry and generated some offense, so we just got to keep working to create more.
That was a reason for that change, just trying to get him going as well?
Yeah, that was part of it, just again to get those two top lines with some pretty good offensive players. There's some guys that can create a little bit, and I thought that they had some pretty good success there.
Bagnell hurt. Can you have another defenseman get in a fight?
Yeah, that wasn't a good plan. When you've got 5 guys on the back end and you're playing in a fast game, you don't want to lose one for 5 minutes. So, I don't know if you remember when we played against Hamilton, they did the same thing to us up in Buffalo, where they lost a defenseman and then they lost 2 defensemen and took a fighting penalty. It's just not. It puts too much of a strain on your D-course, especially in the second period. So that wasn't. Guys are going to play and we want to make it hard mistakes, but not something we want to do very often.
Was that the turning point in the game, that cage fight?
I don't know. I didn't. I never thought the game got out of control. There was nothing remarkable about it either way. I thought we played fairly hard. I didn't think that we quit. I thought guys were trying. I thought the effort level was there. We were obviously frustrated, and emotion plays a part of it. So, Jacob thought he needed to do what he did, and I don't think it was a turning point though.
What was your now?
He gets beat on the Prince goal.
Yeah, well, he also forced it into shouldn't be a very dangerous area of the ice surface either. So, again, you get down to 5 defensemen. Did the fight have something to do with it? Absolutely. His gap was what was cost him that goal because he couldn't get up because he was probably tired from playing a lot of minutes. And then Prince finds the ice that's below his circle, and it's a bad angle shot, but finds the back of the net, kind of puts us in a really tough spot. So, yeah, it was kind of a couple of things adding into our lives.
But that's part of his game at this point. He's still.
Yeah, absolutely. He's trying to establish himself, and he's playing with. He's playing, angry, and he wants to show what he can do and step up for our team, and felt like that was the thing to do right there. Obviously, we need Jacob on the ice to help us create some offense, but he did what he needed to do at that point.
It looked like Lewin was in pretty good shape for most of the game until that goal.
Yeah, I thought he was pretty sharp. I thought he struggled a little bit with a couple of rebounds, but other than that, I thought he was good. There was, some scrambling plays around his net, but he was sharp for the most part.
The second goal, can a goalie? I haven't played goal before, but can a goalie do much with that shot from that angle?
And they're supposed to. Obviously you want them to. Really, it's you got to get pressure on that puck on the entry so they can't drive it that deep with their legs and get it to the net, and then you're D away from the puck got to get in guys' hands. So, the odds are that it's not going to end right on somebody's tape, but you want your goalie to control it. You want to contest the entry. There's a lot of things that got to go wrong for that to end up in the back of the net. We could have done a couple of things differently, but unfortunately we didn't.
This Merrick has to have that guy?
Yeah, he's got to be in the guy's hands. You know, that's, you're the weak side defenseman. You got to take the speed into the net there and make sure that you're getting in that guy's hands. So you got to get your stick under his, and he shouldn't have that opportunity.
Seems like Mark just hasn't been sharp lately so far.
No, I agree with you 100%. You know, we've talked to him, and you know he knows it, and he's kind of fighting his game a little bit right now for whatever reason. So you know, he's a good player. He'll play his way out of it, just like the rest of our team needs to at this point. But he hasn't been as sharp as we'd like him to be.
Confidence issue, or still coming back from the injury?
I think it's probably a little bit of both. You know, I think coming off of an injury like that, you know, you struggle kind of, you miss a lot of camp, and then you're a little bit behind. And I would say the same thing about Jacob. You know, I think, you know, he hasn't been as sharp as he's going to be for us because, you know, he missed a lot of camp and then got to the late start, and he was actually off the ice for a while where he wasn't even skating. So those guys are going to be a big part of our team. So hopefully we can get them on the right track here pretty quick.
How much of Pesic is, geez, I was in the NHL my first year, why am I here now?
Well, I think mentally it's probably been a hard thing for him, but you know, you got to play where you're at, and if he wants to get back there, this is his opportunity to do that. You know, he's got to play well here and show Tim what he can do, and then he can help the team up in Buffalo win hockey games. And if he can, he's got to start by doing that here.
With Army last year, consistency was a huge problem. You would have games like tonight, and then you would have games where you wouldn't know he was on the ice. Seems like it's a little more of a regular thing that he has games like tonight.
I would say probably our most consistent player. I thought even in Hamilton, where we weren't very good, he was probably, you know, I thought he played really well. I thought Ellis played well. I thought Samuel Thomas played well, and I thought Joel at least really competed for pucks. He was finishing guys on the forecheck. He's going to have nights where pucks bounce off the stick and mishandles. You know, we can handle those mistakes as long as he's hunting pucks down and being relentless, getting back on them. And we've seen a lot of that from him this year. Him and Griggs have been pretty impressive.
Bagnall status?
Day-to-day is probably doubtful for tomorrow.
Nothing's, not major though? Nothing?
No, we don't think it's major.
Coach, we know it's a long season, but now you've dropped 3 in a row, so is there a sense of urgency to really come out with energy and try and get those 2 points tomorrow?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think every night, you know, we want to come out with a sense of urgency. We're coming off a win or loss. We're on home ice right now, and you know, we've got to find a way to play a little bit different game to give ourselves a better chance to win. And it starts with every guy being a little bit better. It's hard to point at one thing right now and say did we clean up this area. I think we need everybody to be a little bit better, and that's got to start with urgency in their game.